What's the worst date, situationship, or relationship you've ever had? I was dating this girl for a few months, and it casually came up that she also dated an acquaintance of mine a few years ago. She asked that I not talk to him about it because it had been a painful breakup, etc. I didn't really know the guy that well, so sure, whatever. Anyway, another month goes by and her behavior gets a little strange. So I decide that I'm going to ask this other guy what his experience was with her since they had dated for over 3 years and gotten pretty serious. We work together, so we're just shooting the shit and laughing. So I casually ask, "Hey, did you used to date this girl?" And his face goes white as a sheet. He turns to me with wide eyes and says, "How do you know her?" And I say that we've been dating for a few months, and he said, "Dude, get out." It felt like something from a horror movie. Anyway, he tells me all this crazy stalking shit she did, like breaking into his house and destroying his things, punching and kicking him, following him around. He eventually had to get a restraining order. So with that, plus her odd behavior, I decided to start the process of gently extricating myself from the relationship. And the nightmare began. I met her to talk about it, but she refused to accept that we were breaking up. We just weren't, and that's all there was to it. This strategy didn't work for her. Eventually, I had to block her because she'd call or text me hundreds of times per day. Highlights. She showed up at my house and tried to break in, chased me to a grocery store and hit me, wrote letters to my ex-wife and tried to sabotage our co-parenting. I told her about the situation when we first met, so there were no surprises there. After a couple of months, I started dating again. She somehow tracked down my new girlfriend's house and left letters on her windshield. I started the process of filing a restraining order, and that's what finally got her to stop. This ended up longer than I expected, but anyway, that was definitely my worst. I thought crazy exes were something that happened in the movies or at least to other people, but be careful because they're out there.
Yep. That's what the first guy wants.
Yeah, so true. He's like, be crazy about me, break into my house, leave letters on my board.
He's like, actually, my last girlfriend followed me to the grocery store and punched me, and you haven't done any of that.
Yeah, my last girlfriend would leave me presents of dead squirrels and dead birds on my porch with little love notes and roses on them, and you're not doing that.
You can't even text me back.
That's crazy. This is actually the girl from the story of the guy with the cat.
Wait, what?
Oh, what were you thinking?
I was thinking of that girl. I don't remember if it was last episode or 2 ago, where this girl's like, yeah, I have a crazy backstory. I dated 2 people who knew each other.
Yeah.
And I was like, but what if it's actually, 2 people that knew each other, but then also...
But she's also a stalker. Yeah, an insane person. No, I was thinking about the story that we read about the guy that, had cats. And his girlfriend was like, get rid of your cats.
Yes.
Yeah. And then she, broke into his house and stuff. That's this girl.
That is this girl.
And that's the original guy that she dated. And now she's dating a different guy. And she's like, do you have any cats?
It's like, just curious.
Yeah, I just need to know. Do you have any... Oh, you have a kid? Does he, meow or anything? Is he also really annoying? Does he take away attention from you? That's going to be a problem.
Sorry, dog. Unfortunately, you are going to lose this custody battle.
Because I want custody of you.
Because you have custody of my heart.
Oh, my God. Yeah. No, that's crazy. Damn, that's crazy.
Damn, that's so crazy.
No, I would... there were a couple times in my life that... I mean, I was way younger, so I probably, couldn't have taken a restraining order on them because I was a child, but... There were a couple relationships when I was a teenager that definitely bordered that line.
Yeah.
I had one boyfriend when I was in high school who I lived with my dad, and I dated him for just a little bit, and he cheated on me.
Yeah.
Very early on in our relationship, and I moved in with my mom, and... I tried to break up with him over text because we lived an hour and a half away from each other, which is so far when you're a teenager.
Too far. It's too far for me now, I'm being honest with you.
But I texted him and tried to break up with him, and he sent me my address, where I was living with my mom, which I had never told him ever. Sent me my mom's name, sent me my stepdad's name, sent me my sister's name, and it was I'm gonna come You'll have to, like, bleep that out. But yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he literally was like, I'm going to come there and I'm going to, like, crazy shit. And I didn't know what to do, so all I did was block him and hope and prayed for the best. Nothing happened, thankfully. But, yeah, I was like...
That is insane.
I remember getting that text, and I was at the park with my friends. And we were hanging out, and I, like, got it. And I just kind of, like... put my phone down.
Yeah.
And there was another time... that I told you, I told you about, but I don't know if I've mentioned it on the podcast, but I went to a movie with my mom with a guy I was dating, and I had my phone off for 2 hours, and he literally blew my phone up and then sent me a picture of himself and then a picture of him in the hospital and saying, he was like, you did this. I'm like... I'm 15. What do you mean I did this? Okay. I went to see a movie with my mom.
Insane.
We're literally watching, like, I don't know what came out that year, but yeah. We're literally at Breaking Dawn Part 1. Like yeah. That's what I'm saying. Villain origin story, yeah. They were already villains.
They were already villains. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
They were trying to be your villain origin story for sure.
Yeah.
They were already villains.
Yeah. Thankfully, my last ex has been like, I blocked him and I stopped talking to him and he just like hasn't tried. So good. Yeah. That's really nice. Thank you for that.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of just not talking to people.
Yeah. Just let me live.
Yeah. Don't engage with the crazy.
Yeah. I have been a crazy ex before, though.
I will say I've crashed out.
Yeah. I have not gone to the extent that I just listed.
Myself.
No.
I've never ever myself over a man. So that's a win for me.
I've never threatened a guy before. Like, I've never been like, oh, you broke up with me, I'm gonna kill you. Yeah. Like, never done that. I have called and texted a bunch of times. Yeah.
But in my defense, I was probably drinking with my friends, and I don't remember doing it. So...
I remember doing it. But that's about as crazy as it's gone. Like, you know, like, you're, like, calling and leaving voicemails. You're a teenager, you know? You're crashing out. This is your first, like, love, you know? And you're like, please, whatever I can do. And you're calling, you're leaving voice messages. You're not breaking into their house. Right. You're not leaving letters on their new girlfriend's car.
You're not trying to ruin their custody over their child.
Yeah. Well, we didn't have children because we were in high school, but...
But, you know.
Yeah. But...
Insane.
Yeah. Just weird behavior. And glad that OP was able to get out of that so quickly. And glad that they were acquaintances. I wonder why it took him so long to realize that they were, maybe she didn't tell him for a long time.
Maybe.
But to be in okay. I'm going to say something controversial.
Okay, I'm ready.
It's not that bad. I don't know. Maybe you guys don't think it's that bad. I don't know. So, her crashing out, we don't know the severity of the stalking with the ex. True. They were together for 3 years. Yeah. That's a long time. Mm-hmm. So, crashing out and freaking out, it happens. It happens. Yeah. I'm not going to say that it's like 100% okay. It happens.
It does happen.
Her crashing out this much over a few month relationship.
That's different.
That
is different.
That's way different. Yeah.
3 years, I could see how that happens.
Yeah.
3 months.
He must have been really good at head, or
10 out of 10.
He's got a really good or really nice leap.
He's got
he must really know how to f her really good right like there on the edge of the bed. I see God when I come. Our bodies are molded to be together. Your dick, she should have just gotten a mold of his dick and called it a day.
She'd be like, you can leave. That's fine.
That's all I need.
Yeah.
That's all I need. Yeah.
To our commenters. If you're breaking up with a girl and she's like, yeah, that's fine, but first put it in this mold.
There was a story that I remember listening to on a podcast. I think it was on Two Hot Takes, but the OP, the guy, was posting because he was like, I think I want to break up with my girlfriend because she has I think it was multiple sex toys of her ex's. And
I mean, if I had it, I wouldn't tell him.
yeah, and he was like, how often do you use them? And she's like, well,
Yeah.
Would you break up with your partner if they have a mold of their ex's intimates?
If I knew, yes.
You wouldn't if you didn't know?
If I didn't know, because if it were me and I had a mold of an ex's intimates and it was a very good intimate and I didn't get rid of it, I'm sorry if this makes me a shitty person. I wouldn't tell my new boyfriend, oh yeah, this is my ex-boyfriend schlong.
Yeah, but
I feel like you would have to get rid of it or never tell them.
yeah, and
If you wanted to keep it, you couldn't keep it and tell them.
that's where it becomes like a little weird of a red line because you're like lying by omission.
Yeah. Are you thinking of that ex when you're using it?
I mean, I'm sure I would.
How could you not?
How could you not? Yeah, so it's like, I don't know, if
You'd have to get rid of it.
You'd have to get rid of it.
You wouldn't want to, but you gotta.
Yeah, so I can understand if I was like breaking up with somebody and I got a cast at the last second, like, hey, we can be done, whatever. You have a really good can I have it?
Give it to me.
Can you just mold it for me?
Yeah.
That would be fine in the interim.
Right. I feel like that's fine up until you get into a like serious relationship.
Exactly.
If it's like casual, whatever.
Yeah, couple months, you can keep it around. But the second you're saying I love you, gone.
If he's coming home for the holidays, you gotta get rid of your ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, if he has a drawer at your place, you probably shouldn't have your ex-boyfriend's in the other drawer.
Could you imagine he has a drawer right above? Like, don't go into the other one.
Could you imagine if it was like, what's that movie? Sausage Party, and it like could talk. He's like, hey, bro,
hey, man.
Bro, open me up. I want you to see how big I am. Yeah, come compete, bitch. How many times have you made her come? Yeah, I've made her come probably 20 times more.
I got just what she likes. I bet you every toy is probably in the drawer just being like, yeah, what?
Yeah.
Do your best.
Do your best. I know what she likes, man.
Yep. I'm going to be thinking about that the next time I have sex with somebody.
What, do they have like a clone of something else?
No, I'll just be thinking of like the rattling in my drawer being like, you're not even doing it right.
Turns on, it's like, it's trying to communicate. She's like,
out.
What's that? And you're like, don't worry about it. It's my phone.
But go to the left.
Yeah. No, up. I said up. Never mind.
Let me just see it. What do you mean you can't find it?
If you enjoyed that little story, be sure to watch the full episode here.
And make sure you like, subscribe, and all that jazzy.
Jazzy? I see what you did there. Wait, what was that?